there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. Post nyo muna, magtimpla ng Boss Rino coffee sa mga nag-order dyan. Dami na nag-order ito. Sa mga hindi pa sa Shopee, search nyo Boss Rino coffee at order na kayo. Napakasarap ng kapeng barako. Puro-puro yan. So ito, tirahin natin ang 12 scariest Ouija board videos ng Chill. Subscribe nyo ang Chills ha. Dami na nitong dami na to subscribers. So ito, wag natin patagalin, tirahin na natin to bago pa tirahin ng iba.
12. A YouTuber named Stromedy and his friend journey into a maze of tunnels deep underground.
Ito, malupit to. Ouija to Oo, nakakatakot to sobra. Sobra nakakatakot to.
To conjure the spirit of a girl who supposedly had her life forcibly taken down there long ago. They don't appear to be very serious in the beginning, but their attitude soon changes when they think they've summoned a relatively friendly spirit named Abby. Then roughly 9 minutes into the video, they feel another presence enter and this happens.
Oh dude, it's doing figure eights again.
What?
Can you stop?
Whoa.
Can you please? Yeah,
Holy.
that's freaking
Creepy.
I'm gonna ask him.
Whoa!
They briefly consider leaving, but then Kyle volunteers to look through the middle of the pointer instead. Earlier, Abby said whoever does this will be able to see her true form. Kyle bravely puts the pointer to his eye and peers into the unknown.
Gago.
Ha, you there, bro? Ha. Dude. Dude, seriously. Dude.
Let's just go. Let's go back. I know what you mean now. Let's go back.
Did you see her? What'd you see?
Let's go grab the board and let's go.
I think his reaction seems fairly genuine, but let me know if you agree or not. Number
Lagay mo ba naman sa mata mo yun kung may espiritu yun?
11. Beyond this fence lays an abandoned asylum that a YouTuber named TGF Bro and his friends badly want to explore. The inside looks like a tattered mansion on the verge of collapse. Strange noises follow them as they progress deeper into the interior of the asylum.
This is dark.
Did you get that on camera?
When they get deep enough, TGF Bro pulls out a Ouija board and begins directing questions to whoever or whatever is near.
If there's anybody there, please move the triangle to yes.
Whoa. Delikado talaga maglaro nito.
The group hears a loud bang directly behind them, and they all take off. I noticed that the third person was off camera though, so maybe that person made the commotion and then acted scared. Then again, old asylums are supposed to be notoriously haunted, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Ouija board really did bring spirits near. Number 10. A YouTuber named Danny Will9 records some very strange happenings during a candlelit Ouija session. About 6 minutes into the video, the pointer begins going wild, seemingly on its own.
Alphabet, and that goes through the thing backwards is when
Bro, it's making a figure eight, bro.
They try to end the session multiple times,
Kasi alam nyo, iniisip ko to. Kung sila lang yung naggaganon. So, titigan ko talaga mabuti. Parang hindi, parang nauuna talagang gumalaw yung hawak nila.
Bro, it's making a figure eight, bro.
They try to end the session multiple times, but apparently each time the spirit refuses to let them. The spirit eventually reveals itself to be named Abigail.
Tangina, kinikilabutan yung ano ko. Tatayuan yung ano ko. Yung balahibo ko dito sa, ano ba tawag ito? Sa binte.
They ask it to physically reveal itself a few times, but nothing happens. So they decide to try and end the session. Abigail, however, seems to have other plans for them.
It's not letting me push down, bro. Bro, it's not letting me push down.
What do you mean?
It's not letting me push down to goodbye.
Finally, the force holding back the pointer is released, and they're able to move it over goodbye. I honestly can't tell if Danny was doing this himself or if a spirit was doing this instead, so I'm interested in hearing your thoughts as to the authenticity of this video. Number 9.
Delikado talaga to.
Robin Adri is the name of a YouTube channel with an interesting Ouija board experiment at 3 a.m.
Is there any spirits out here that would like to contact us?
They try to get the ghost to spell its name, but the session gets off to a bad start after they complain about how slow the ghost is at spelling. This seems to aggravate the spirit, and it asks to speak with Rob's twin brother Steven by spelling its name over and over again. The spirit goes on to profess that it does not have good intentions for his brother Steve.
Do you want to hurt Steven?
Yes.
After a while, the Ouija board stops spelling Steven long enough to spell out Zozo instead. They eventually end the session properly, and even get assured that they will be left alone in the future.
You said that you will not haunt us, right? Thank you so much, we really appreciate it.
But it seems as though Zozo may have been luring them into a false sense of security. As they are leaving, they see a rattlesnake nearby, and it seems to be paying special attention to Steven. Rob and Adri are convinced that Zozo was sending them a warning sign in the form of a serpent, but I think this could also just be a coincidence. Let me know what you think.
Yan nakakatakot yung ahas.
Number 8. A YouTuber named Chaos Prodigy and his friends gather around a Ouija board deep in the woods late at night. They are completely alone and surrounded by nothing but wilderness as they place their fingers on the pointer and invite any nearby spirits to guide
Nanginginig yung mga finger nila kinakabahan
them. Not much happens for a while until they ask if a spirit is around and get a sarcastic no in response. The spirit is in the middle of spelling its name when all of a sudden they are interrupted by something off camera.
What is that?
Navi?
Navi. The V.
Say goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
There's some
Yung
sort
kinikilabutan ako kasi hindi ginagawang biro to eh. Tapos malamang lumalapit sa kanila yung mga espiritu eh.
of banging noise in the distance, and that's enough of a reason for them to end the session early. This video is uncomfortably way too short to tell if they were hearing something paranormal or just some local wildlife. Maybe if they had stuck around for longer, they could have had more questions answered, but at the same time I can't exactly blame them for leaving as fast as possible. Number 7. Jessie Sims and her friend use a Ouija board only to discover they are surrounded by 3 spirits. She claims to get dizzy and asks if it's a good spirit she's talking to. The spirit gives them a negative response, so Jessie fights her panic and asks,
"Is this Zozo?"
The pointer stays over no. It's not Zozo after all. Still, they both have a bad feeling, so they decide to ask,
"What do you want from us?" "Shut up."
You, the ghost responds. A short while later, Jessie's nose begins to gush
nagdugo yung
red.
ilong.
Number 6.
Tong ina nagdugo, sabi ko na.
A YouTuber named Hunting the Dead dares to play with a Ouija board inside of his own home. Aside from using the board itself, he also has a ghost hunting device which scans different frequencies for any signs of the paranormal. He begins asking questions out loud, and it isn't long before he gets a fairly clear response.
Is there evil in this home?
Yep.
The spirit then begins highlighting the same number 3 times in a row.
6. Holy shit, 6.
Hunting the Dead soon finds out exactly.
Isipin nyo kasi, 3 sila nakadiin doon. So kung isa lang yung kasi dapat magkakasunod-sunod, kung papagalawin nila, dapat magkakasunod yung ano nila eh. Kung saan yung direction eh, di ba? So kung hindi sila organized mag-urong, kung ba scripted lang, mahahalata natin yung urong nung bagay na yun eh. Dapat sabay-sabay sila, alam nila kung saan direction eh, di ba? So pili ko kung mag-isa ka lang kaya mong ikaw, pero kung 3 kayo, dapat pare-parehas yung direction nyo papunta. Mahahalata natin eh, no? Pero ito piling ko pero piling ko legit ah, para sa akin.
Who the spirit is and what it wants.
Zozo, do you want to attack me?
Naku, mukhang ito legit to.
Whoa. It's on, yes, it went off.
Shortly afterwards, Hunting the Dead begins to feel gravely ill and needs to go to the hospital. Number 5. Ashley Ortega and her friend Corey are making a video about
Ito, sigurado mumultuhin tong dalawang to. Oh, masarap multuhin tong
how
dalawa
to play with a Ouija board. Ashley claims to have some bad experiences with the board before and is hesitant about trying it again. But curiosity gets the best of her and they start asking questions. After a while, they think they're communicating with an 84-year-old male spirit who refuses to provide much information. It seems to select letters at random or doesn't respond at all, but Ashley knows something is near and starts shaking. It then correctly tells Ashley how old she is and says that it watches her.
I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
No, let's ask.
They continue to ask for more information and get some predictions about Ashley's future. It's impossible to verify if these predictions will come true or not. However, this does happen shortly before they conclude the session.
Your nose is bleeding. Your nose is bleeding.
Oh, gago. Napepeki ba yung napepeki ba yung pagdugo ng ilong? Sa movie, syempre kaya yan. Pero sa ganito, nagdudugo talaga ilong nila.
Let me know if you've had anything similar happen to your nose while playing with a Ouija board. Number 4.
Oh my God.
A YouTuber named Maximus and his friends are playing with a Ouija board in the shed. At first, they can't stop goofing around for long enough to take it seriously, but as time goes on, they start to concentrate more on the board and less on making jokes.
Are you there?
Maybe lift your arms up.
Why?
Cause it.
What?
Yo, what?
No, that was you. Is that not you? No.
They laugh wildly to cover up the mounting tension as they realize a ghost might actually be near. Unlike most of the videos, nothing happens for a long time, and the pointer stays completely still. They go back to making sarcastic jokes until another event gives them pause.
Are you standing next to Frank Tilton?
Are you Frank Tilton?
When was he born?
Stop playing. Stop.
Oh my God! No way! That actually fell.
They are still acting like they don't care very much, but they decide to leave the shed just in case something is watching them. There's something about this video and their excitedly skeptical reactions that seems very genuine to me. Number 3. A YouTuber named Jeff Saxton is playing with his Ouija board all alone one Friday night. He asks if any spirits are around him and immediately gets a positive response. He contemplates quitting but decides he owes it to his viewers to keep going. He's in the middle of asking some routine questions when all of a sudden this happens.
What the? Yo, guys.
Ow! Ano kaya yan?
Ow!
His pointer slips away and something knocks over his camera. Jeff Saxton steadies the camera and refocuses it on 3 tiny claw marks, now adorning his right arm. It's hard to say if these are fresh marks or just old scratches from a cat or something like that, so give me your best guess as to whether this video is real or fake. Number 2. After a full day of hanging out with his friends and joking around, Mikey Mamps decides to get serious and play with a Ouija board in a supposedly haunted tunnel at the local state park.
We're gonna try to contact the spirits that lay here, that live here, and that haunt this area. And
things don't go exactly as planned. He and his crew spend most of the night dodging park rangers, and it's already 5 in the morning by the time they set up. Cars also still drive through this tunnel, so aside from getting busted by rangers, they are also worried about getting run over. What's really weird is how a car comes by literally every time Mikey asks if any spirits are near.
Are there any spirits here that would like to contact us? You hear another car?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I think we're good.
Oh, we're chilling.
Why do we keep hearing that?
I don't know.
This happens on about 3 or 4 separate occasions, and I have to admit that the timing is quite odd. Anyway, they are becoming a little frustrated by the suddenly high volume of traffic and decide to ask a question one more time. At the far end of the tunnel comes an unexpected response that leaves them terrified.
I don't understand why we're not getting an answer. I'm getting so nervous.
I keep hearing things.
I hear a car.
What the
No way.
What? Oh, shit.
They peel out of the tunnel without properly ending the session by pointing over goodbye. This means that whatever they summoned was never returned to its own realm, or at least that's what happens according to the Ouija legend.
Kinakatakot ako talaga yan, yung tunnel. Kakagaling ko lang sa tunnel. Alam nyo bang gusto ko sana talagang bumaba, pero inaabot ako ng takot eh.
Either way, let me know if you think Mikey and his friends really did summon a ghost, or if it was just someone they knew wearing a costume. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chill Life, then go to my to believe. If you don't find out the number 1 entry, Chill's merch is now available, and I'm gifting viewers who
shoutout nga pala kay G-Red. Oo. Long time no see.
Spend over $100 with one offer also video update if you're across from each other. One, a YouTuber named
Eto mukhang legit to, number 1 to eh.
Jerry Wells and a housemate sit across from each other while playing with a Ouija board. Apparently, they have been experiencing strange paranormal disturbances around the home for some time, and now they're turning to the Ouija board for answers.
We're going to try to find out what's in this house. I don't know how else to try to contact it. We've got to find out what it wants. I'm going to see if I can get it to leave us alone.
Look closely and you can see the board quivering unnaturally as they speak.
Or tell us what you want, what it'll take to leave me and my family and our home alone. And never return. We're tired of this. Just tell us what you want.
Jerry Wells asks what it wants, and BLOOD is the reply, followed by a metaphysical reaction.
What do you mean blood? What do you want?
Eto na. Hirap kasi yun. Oh my God! Whoa!
If this is fake, then I have no idea how they did this. You can clearly see underneath the table the entire time, so it's not magnets, and I don't see a string either. If you don't believe this is paranormal, then let me know how they managed to make the board shake and jump straight into the air.
Whoa.
The legend of Slenderman has many different origins, but it always involves a long-limbed, faceless creature with a penchant for business suits and eating kids, though just
Grabe number 1 ah. Grabe number 1. Huwag kayong maglalaro niyan pag di kayo sanay ha, pag di nyo alam.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands.